We're on the road and we have our sights set on Alaska.
Hello!
With plenty of stops, friends, and food along the way, it's bound to be an incredible journey. We're in Canada! Hi. We're heading north up to Smithers, and we might be meeting up with one of our friends who is currently bicycling the Pan American Highway, and we might just be catching him at the right time. So we're looking forward to that and just enjoying this beautiful scenery driving through BC. About 5 hours? Yeah. My goodness. So there was an accident. I don't know how far ahead, but they say it might be about 5 hours until it gets cleared. So we're all just in standstill traffic and everybody's starting to turn around. And if we can get enough space to turn our big truck around, we'll do the same. Sadly, they said there was a fatality and I think a car that caught on fire.
We don't have a big RV.
So I guess we're gonna go a different way. Take a little detour.
Big detour.
A big detour. These are always inconvenient, but really it's just sad that
We're safe.
we're safe, and that's the good thing, and it's sad that there are people who are not safe up ahead, so that's always the most important thing. Our friends recommended we check out Hornstein's Farmers Market. In addition to some local produce, we also nearly walked out with a cute new family member. We think they must be a regular at the market. Our first dispersed camping site in Canada was a bit overgrown, and we had to make a judgment call about whether or not it was okay to camp there. Given that there was a fire pit, which is usually an indicator of an established site, and the ground was dry, we felt it was okay to drive onto the grass and camp here. Hurry up, hurry up! Ouch! Sometimes it can be tricky to get comfortable on dirt roads. Needing some good cell service for the weekend, we're setting up camp on the edge of town in this campground by the river.
Number 1, which is this one right here, is available for 1 night.
Look who it is!
Hello!
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I am happy with it. Hasn't given me too many problems. It's still in decent shape.
Your sign.
My sign, it's a little banged up. But it's alright.
It gets the job done.
It does.
With the lure of indoor plumbing and a comfy bed in an Airbnb, we convinced our friend Marshall to pedal a little harder and hitchhike a little ways to catch up with us in Smithers. Unfortunately, though, due to some water issues at our reserved Airbnb, our reservation was canceled and Marshall had to make do with our spare bedroom. He didn't seem to mind too much. Marshall is on an incredible adventure of bicycling the Pan American Highway. He started in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska in July of 2021 and has made his way all the way down to Costa Rica. However, since the border was closed when he reached Canada, he had to skip the Canadian portion. Lucky for us, though, that meant we get to meet up with him now on his journey as we're just beginning ours. We're taking our hitchhiking nomad back to where he left off on his bike so he can continue on his way. Everything is relative in the world of travel and adventure.
Bit difference in tires.
Some people think Mike and I are crazy to have sold our house and quit our jobs to travel full-time. To us, that feels kind of normal, but what Marshall is doing seems insane. It's fair to say that his adventure is just a bit more rugged and physically demanding, and we just love hearing about all of his experiences.
Granger wanted to say goodbye.
Bye, Granger. And Walker.
It felt wrong leaving Marshall alone at a gas station to fend for himself. Just like it's difficult when we part ways with our friend Brina as she goes off solo in her travels. I wonder if this is how parents feel when they send their kids off into the world, worried about their well-being and safety. Or even how our parents feel when we tell them about our travel plans.
Walker.
Speaking of children, before leaving for Alaska, we hardly made any plans. We would figure it out when we got there, but one thing we did need to plan in advance was our ferry tickets for the Alaska Marine Highway. Very much inspired by Bound for Nowhere's recent journey on the ferry system, we wanted to experience it for ourselves. Prince Rupert in British Columbia is our port of embarkation. The first leg of our journey will take us 8 hours north overnight to Ketchikan, Alaska, a popular cruise ship destination which can only be reached by water or air. But first, we had to see what Prince Rupert was all about.
Pretty tasty.
Oh, yeah.
We had some incredible fish and chips from Bob's on the Rocks, caught up on some laundry and blog writing, and later, for dinner, we had one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. Butter chicken pizza from Vihan's Pizzeria is a must-try if you ever find yourself up this way.
What's going on here?
It's time to get ready for the ferry and make sure we have everything we need for the night.
What's this?
I don't think I'm taking it. Do you know where my beanie is?
No.
We are all checked in for the ferry to Ketchikan. It was quite a process because their internet is out, so they weren't able to actually check us in the right way. But they managed to figure everything out, and I think we're good to go. We just now have to wait in line until the customs agents open up, and then we'll have to get through that, and then we're sitting around until the ferry is ready for us to board. Except for fuel before we get on the boat.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Situated in plastic lounge chairs on this heated, open-air deck, we drifted off to sleep for the night. Mike regretted bringing his thinner sleeping bag instead of his 0-degree rated bag and got pretty cold overnight. Apart from that, and wishing we had brought sleeping pads and pillows, it really wasn't too bad. And waking up to this, right in front of our faces after sleeping outside all night, was pretty dang cool.
Ketchikan. Since your stop, you can head down the stairs, use the elevator to exit the ship via the car deck. You're going further north with us, and you're going to get off the ship and walk around
We were pretty worried about how Granger and Walker would handle being left in the camper all night by themselves. But as far as we could tell, and to our relief, they did great, and they will soon become pros at the Alaska Marine Highway.
How was it?
Not to sound too cheesy, but embarking on this journey to Alaska has given us a renewed sense of purpose.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
We're setting out to explore somewhere wild, beautiful, and entirely new to us to see what it has to offer. And something tells us that we won't be disappointed.